talking about toilet habits is not typically a good topic for conversation, at least not if you're above the age of 7. But the status of your stool is actually a really important indicator of things that are happening in your body, regardless of the ick factor. Dr. Jenny, owner of Age Vital Pharmacy, is here to explain. And Dr. Jenny, you said when you came in that this is one of the first things that we should all talk to our doctors about.
Absolutely. People get so, oh, icky. They think just because it's, you know, in the bathroom, it's toilet talk. But it's one of the most important things that you should consider, because you can tell so much about your, your bowel movements and what's going on in your system, whether you need to add more carbs, whether you need to add more fats, whether you need to add more fiber. From that, you should see my kids. I'm always like, okay, what did your poop look like?
Right. Well, it is true. When you have kids, you talk about it all the time. So as adults, how do we know if our stool is normal?
There's actually a chart, and it's called the Bristol Stool Chart. So all the medical professionals use it, or they should. If they don't, I provide them one. And anybody can go to my Facebook to actually see, this stool chart. So it's on a scale of 1 through 7. So number 1, I'm actually going to look at it here, and I actually describe number 1 as rabbit pellets. And then number 2 as a bunch of grapes. Number 3 as corn on the cob, and then there's sausage for number 4, and then type 5 chicken nuggets, and then type 6 is porridge, and then 7 is gravy. So you can use your imagination.
So shape and consistency.
Yep. So a good poo is a number 4. So you want it to look like a nice long sausage when it's in there.
That's good.
You have
Healthy poo sinks to the bottom, and it makes a little blink in the toilet. You hear a little dunk, like something's diving in there.
Okay.
So if you're not hearing any of that,
there's a reason.
Diving, yeah, there's a reason.
So you have some products that can help us produce healthy stools.
Yep, absolutely. I have Cheatzyme. Cheatzyme is my enzymes that I actually formulated for anybody that loves to cheat. So if you're eating proteins and carbohydrates together, that's a big no-no biochemically. So, but if you're going to eat those and combine,
so if I want bread
and fries and
yeah.
bread and pasta with chicken and things like that, you're going to take a few of those right before you eat. The body, those enzymes help process those through your intestines, and then you're going to have normal stools. So instead of just being clogged up and backed up.
This is not an everyday thing, though. This is more of...
Only when you're cheating.
Okay.
So if I know I'm going to have pizza with a lot of meat and a lot of cheese, I'm taking those Cheatzymes. If I know I'm having pasta with chicken or something like that,
or
then I'm going to take those.
alcohol.
Alcohol, yep. I actually have my microbial-zyme. That's what my microbial-zyme is for.
All right, we'll get to that one. Let's talk about the next one.
My 2Zyme Pro, I developed those for my children because I'm thinking a lot of the kids aren't getting the enzymes that they need, and they're cheating too. We got to protect their little system. So they chew those instead of swallow them, and it tastes really good. So I actually had to develop those because I couldn't find any enzymes in chewable form. So I actually just literally developed those. Beneficial GI, this is for all that good prebiotic to help move things through the intestinal tract. So making sure that your body is having what's called peristalsis.
So you take this every day?
The Beneficial GI, you get 1 scoop every single day, making sure that everything clears out. Because everybody, you can't be good all the time. That's not a way that you want to live, and that's not a way that I even tell my patients. I'm like, let's design a protocol around your bad habits that you can do.
Right. So when you have a bad day, then you can clear it all out.
Then you have your supplements that you take, and then my microbial enzymes. Those are the supplements, the enzymes that I formulated that help with the good prebiotics in there. It helps give the good bacteria for the probiotics that you're taking. So if anybody that takes probiotics, you want to make sure you're feeding that good bacteria
to keep them
more
alive.
bacteria. Yeah, then you're not getting the stage, 7 of the stool chart, which is the diarrhea. You don't want any of that.
So when you when we go to the doctor and they ask about it, I'm assuming
first question they should ask.
And we shouldn't blow it up. Don't be like embarrassed. So yeah, I'm fine.
What number? No, it should be like having your blood pressure checked.
Why is it so important to know that? Because it is an uncomfortable conversation to have. No one wants to talk about their stool. In fact,
Linda hates this topic.
Yeah, it's almost uncomfortable. But it is.
You should see all the doctors at my table when we're all talking. Everyone leaves because we're always talking about.
Because it's uncomfortable for even us right now. Even though we know it's important, it's uncomfortable. So
there's
why?
so many preventative things that you can see and then that you could address. So it's all about prevention. You can look at colon cancer prevention just by looking at your stool. You can see, intestinal issues, IBS. different things. Yeah, with cancer. So these are things that you don't want, you know. And then if
So you
catch it
prevent.
early, you want to prevent it. And if your stool can tell you that, why not, right? It's a simple little thing. It's non-invasive.
Absolutely. All right, good advice from Dr. Jenny. It is something we need to talk about with our doctors. And to find out more, you can visit Dr. Jenny at Age Vital Pharmacy. It's in downtown Sarasota on Main Street. Or you can go to agevital.com, and you can also check out the Ask Dr. Jenny tab on mysuncoast.com. All right, coming up next, we're going to take another look in case you missed our magical and mythical guest. Stay with us.